I appreciate that. And your next comic coming to the stage, she is a very funny lady. Joe Rogan called her the real life Mrs. Maisel. I'm too excited. Very funny lady. Please welcome Mel Safi.
Thank you, Demi. What's up, everyone? So last week, I went out on a dinner date with a really cute guy, but it was a fucking disaster, so I want to vent about it. He was extremely rude to the waitstaff. He had zero table manners. He even got into a fight with me because I wouldn't let him look through my phone at the table. He also didn't pick up the check. And that is why I'm never taking my 3-year-old out to a nice restaurant ever again. Are there any other toddler parents here today? Okay. Anyone else gonna wake up tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning because some asshole doesn't care about your hangover? No? I feel you. I also have an 8-year-old, and she's amazing, except we were recently all out shopping together. My toddler has a public meltdown. So my 8-year-old decides to very loudly announce, "Well, Mom, you shouldn't have said the N-word." Nap. I said nap. I said, "We need to get out of here soon because it's almost time for your nap." So now he's losing his shit and everybody's staring at me and I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here as soon as possible. Kids are assholes. You spend 2 years of your life trying really desperately to get them to talk, and then the next 16 years trying to get them to shut the fuck up. And things are not gonna get any easier for me because I also have a 4-month-old newborn at my house. Thank you. This is actually my first time on stage since giving birth. And thank you. I also realized that it's the first time I've ever done stand-up by myself because I started when I was pregnant. So this is a little special for me. But before you congratulate me too much, I have to be honest. I never planned on having 3 children living at my house rent-free. It wasn't my dream. I had no idea what I was doing when I found out that I was pregnant again. I was shocked, and I live in Austin. The closest legal abortion clinic is 282.9 miles away. Not that I checked, but I didn't know what to do. And I just said, fuck it, we're gonna see how it goes, and so far it's not terrible. It's a boy, for now. These days you never know, right? So we've decided that we're just gonna let him host his own gender reveal party in a few years. I will confirm with you guys then. A friend of mine was asking me about childbirth, and she was like, so did you end up going through with the epidural, considering all the risks? I've been doing recreational drugs with this girl for years. I had to remind her, bitch, we took Molly from a stranger at ACL. You think I drew the line at the hospital during childbirth with doctors present? The epidural was great. They give you this little remote with a button on it, and they say, anytime you feel pain, you just push the button and you can self-administer the drug. As soon as the nurse left the room. You should have seen me. I looked like I was trying to get the last bit of ketchup out of the bottle. I'm just glad I'm not pregnant anymore. That was not fun. So many weird things happen to your body, as all the mothers here know. One of the worst things is the frequent urination. I complained to my doctor. She said, I'm gonna give you a tip. When you're on the toilet and you think you're done, what you gotta do is bend over and touch your toes. What happens is the baby pushes down on your bladder so you can really empty the tank. And it worked, except every single time I did it, I was reminded of the position that got me into that mess in the first place. So we named my son Archer, but we were those parents who did not pick his name until we were at the hospital. Not because we were gonna wait to see what he looked like or something. I mean, I knew he was gonna look like a fucking alien. It was because I always wanted to name him Jack. It was actually my daughter's idea. She came up with the name Jack. I thought it was going to be perfect. And then I started putting his full name together. My last name is Safi. Jack Safi. Jack Safi. Jack Safi. Took me a while too. And when I realized it, I couldn't name him that. And my daughter still wonders, like, why is my brother's name not Jack? And I have no idea how to tell her. That'll be a story for the future. All right, enough about little fleshlight. I want to talk to you guys about my husband. He couldn't make it here tonight, but he is the bomb. And I'm not just saying that because he's from Afghanistan. His name is Amza Mohammed Safi. And traveling with this guy is the biggest fucking pain in the ass. They have denied his global entry application so many times. And he's always randomly selected for additional TSA screenings. So we always have to get to the airport really fucking early. But we still travel as much as we can anyway. We were at a trip in Vail, Colorado recently. And there I learned about the biathlon. A biathlon is a winter sport that combines cross-country skiing and rifle shooting. Is that not the whitest fucking pastime that you've ever heard in your life? Running through the snow with guns? Have you guys heard about this? Like, who here knew what a biathlon was? Okay, a few people. I guess it's Texas, so if we're shooting guns, you guys know about it. But I'm from this small Latin American country called Miami. And Latinos in Miami, we only combine snow and guns when we're doing cocaine with our shirts off. So a biathlon in Miami is like a race to see how many men and women you can sleep with. I forgot what I was going to say. I haven't slept since like March, you guys. I'm sorry. So, hold on. I'm going to check my notes because I got nervous. All right. Okay. I think I got nervous because like when I said I was Latina, a lot of you guys looked at me with this like very confused look on your eyes. Yeah, she looked at me with the face that my cleaning ladies gave me when I hired them. Like, wait, you're Latina? What the fuck am I doing here? I'm a Cuban woman, but I don't like to clean. I convinced my husband to let me hire someone to do it for me. So I used my WAP, not my mop. I do have a lot of other Latina stereotypes, though. I'm late all the time. I love to dance. I'm loud and fiery. I make a lot of babies. My dad's in prison. It's true, he's been in prison my entire life for a lot of reasons. My favorite reason he's in prison is because he actually escaped once. I'm not even kidding. This Cuban gangster broke out of a prison in Florida in the 90s. He took my mom, my sister, and me across the border into Mexico, and there he like assumed a new identity. Does anybody want to guess what job he started doing when we moved over there? Okay, you're not gonna guess, so I'll just tell you. He became a cop. Yes, and this is why I have trust issues. Where was that border wall when the good people of Mexico needed it? All right, well, I've got to go, y'all, but I'm not going home like I said, I haven't slept in a long time. And when I found out that I was going to get to do a show at a house, I thought about all the beds there were going to be in here. So I'm going to go sneak away for an N-word. Thank you, guys.